Hello everyone and welcome to our third instalment of Midnight Munch.
Midnight Munch.
The ever-changing jingle right there.
I'm so fucking happy, dude, that we've got that theme at the end of each one now.
Yeah, I like it.
Like, you know, Eat That Cereal's got its own, like, kind of little theme at the end. And then, you know, Midnight Munch has got its own little, like, kind of tune at the end. Royalty-free music, man. It's really, really good.
Are we in like an inception right now? Because we're talking about a podcast within a podcast. Ben, this isn't
like
real.
Ben,
this isn't real. Ben, you're in a lot of reality right now.
You need to stop doing that. You need to stop confusing me. Because on the last one, you confused me. You said your face was like melting and that.
I also proclaimed actually that I turned into a butterfly.
You didn't.
I contest that.
See, this is what happens when you know loves me. You get force-fed a lot of weird bullshit.
You do. The force-fed is a really good choice of word as well, actually, because it's definitely involuntary. Like, if you got ears, you got no fucking choice, basically.
He will look at you and he just be like, dude, fucking, I'm a mermaid right now, and you just be like, you're not a mermaid.
Hey Ben, I'm always a magical fish. Okay, get to know me a bit. Okay, take a walk around the wild side of the ocean.
I'd hate to just like walk into a room to see you in a bath or something, just flopping around literally like a fish with your eyes bug-eyed open, not even blinking. And one half with using water, one half's not. You'd have to be wearing boxers as well. Because if I came in and you were full on nude, weird man, how would I have access to that? Unless you were just willingly didn't lock the door.
Yeah, I wanted you to see my genitalia, my fish genitalia.
Justice system, okay.
Okay, and on that bombshell of a tangent, this Midnight
show.
Yeah. This Midnight Munch is about the justice system.
It's very serious.
Yeah,
we'll get on it. We need people out there need to know what the justice system is doing.
Our opinions need to be out there, don't
I know, man.
I can just sense everyone just, being like, oh, I need to hear Lovesy's opinion about this. I can't sleep right now.
Nah, personally, the way I just made myself out then, I barely keep up with, because, the justice system you think is good, but then sometimes you see quite a lot of the time they do some weird, messed up shit. Kind of in America.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to start with a really controversial question.
Go.
Ben.
Yes.
Do you agree with the death penalty?
Oh.
I'm throwing it out there.
No.
Defend your case.
Straight up, no. Following Batman's rules here, I'm following Batfleck.
Batfleck. Nice.
Hey, I'm fucking smoking here, Vicky. Don't sound nothing like him then. I'm sorry, all you Ben Affleck fans. I fucked up his voice.
I fucked up.
Yeah, like I said, follow Batman's rules, man. Represent the beat.
So no killing, no guns.
Well,
so does that mean you're anti-guns as well?
I will say this, guns, same again, American man, where they seem to be messing up with guns. I'm sorry if there is any American listeners right now.
Yeah, probably.
Because we don't have them over here. I mean, there's people have like rifles and that. But we don't get
farmers have guns.
We don't get a lot of that crap. Like, owning a gun, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's used for bad, but it looks cool.
Don't get sold by that, man. I don't want to.
I will never use one. I'll fire one in a field, but I won't hunt any. I've gone paintballing, man.
Yeah, that's an example
like
of fun guns.
Yeah, it'd still probably kill you.
And Laser Quest. I just want to drop that in there because you might be working at Laser Quest soon.
Oh man, yeah, I heard about interview. Might have a job coming up soon. Either way, I'm really thrilled, man. You put in that hard looking and something will poke out.
Exactly. That's life. You get what you give, I find.
You put 110% in there. This is just becoming a motivational thing. It's going from like the justice system to like say yes to everything. You want this women, you want this boat, you want fast cars.
You want to go.
Yes. You can have everything. I've got it all behind me. Just say yes, okay? You're American. I'm American. Believe. Yes.
So you think that going back to it? So you think
going
that
back to the whole.
It's wrong to bring justice to a murderer by killing them?
If you think about it, like
I understand that it's a hypocritical argument and a hypocritical standpoint to take.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to try and put it best as I can now.
Okay.
For people out there, I try and keep up with me and try your best. I'm sorry out there to try and understand what I'm trying to get my point across at.
Just drink every time Ben speaks.
Yeah. Type it in. It would be necessary.
Google it.
We'll put a script over it. We'll put like subtitles, like I'm speaking.
So we're back finally, about 15 minutes later.
Yeah, we ran into a technical error. Let's just say that it involved sick.
Yeah, and the smell is still lingering.
I can't smell it. I had to clean it up.
You gagged a lot. I laughed a lot.
But yeah, someone in my household just threw up. So they threw up on land, so I just had to clean it up.
And they're never coming back again?
Yeah, they're banned from this house. Don't go to KFC with my sisters and then come back here and chunder everywhere.
And at least digest the food fully if you're going to do it.
Man, digest it properly. God, come on, it's 20th century, 21st century.
Go home, digestive system, you're drunk.
Yeah, man. Even I know how to digest food.
So anyway,
yeah.
Jumping back in, you said that you agreed, no, you disagreed.
I disagree with the death penalty.
But you didn't really explain it too well. You
No,
I was
about to explain it.
So I want to just know.
Someone went off on a little thrown up tangent.
We did.
So
It wasn't our fault though.
No, it wasn't our fault. So maybe we'll put a little clip in from what happened earlier on.
Let's not.
No, just of the events that took place after it. Maybe the. But yeah. Like I said before, try and keep up. When it comes to like killing someone, you know, the first step of it is thinking about it.
Yes.
And you know, if all these people wanted to kill this one guy, they're thinking about it, therefore making them the same as that murderer. You know, you'll know better than them for killing someone.
See, I understand the standpoint, but I feel like there is a distinct difference between predetermined civilian murder, one civilian just killing another civilian, and predetermined extinction of a murderer. Because I personally disagree with jail. I disagree with the justice system.
I don't disagree with jail.
I don't disagree with jail.
They've got everything in jail now, apart from like
Exactly. They have everything now. They have full privileges.
I wouldn't have thought about that.
Like it's if anything a motivation for a murderer, because they've got then 20 years of not having to pay bills, hanging out with their cool criminal buddies.
It depends what they're doing though. It depends what their crime is. You know, if there's someone that's gone around and committed mass genocide, then that's it. They're in there for the rest of their life.
But do you think it's just a waste of time and taxpayers' money keeping a person who has proven to be a predetermined killer in captivity for 20 years just to release them back into society where they could potentially take more civilian life?
Fuck money.
Exactly, it's a waste of money. And what's the economic thing to do here?
I'd rather have them be in jail, but the fact you're blowing up with all taxpayers' money and that, they should still be in jail, dude.
Why? Because you're convinced that person...
Where else are they going to go?
Holes in the ground.
No, because what's the point then? Because everyone will just be murdering. It might as well be a thing where it's like a purge or something. Where it's like, okay, how about we do this one night a year? You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I don't know. I feel like that's quite.
Would you feel happy with a purge instead? No. You know, maybe. Do you want a purge?
No.
Because I know I don't want a purge.
I do not.
So I'm happy with jail. Okay. Let them stay in there. Let them do their time.
Yeah.
Or let them stay in there for the rest of their lives.
I think jail should be more for the misguided, rather than the. It's difficult. It's difficult when you're dealing with the psychology of a murderer, because there are a lot of reasons for someone to kill someone. And I feel like maybe some of those reasons can't be justified with them killing them. For example,
like revenge or just out of the blue.
Being on drugs, I wouldn't class as I would think maybe
marijuana kills.
Yeah, don't do marijuana.
Yeah, kids.
Exactly. Exactly. They die of having such a good time.
You want to grab a gun, you grab your nearest gun. You've smoked a deadly J. You want to shoot someone in the head.
Exactly.
I've seen it happen many a time before, and it's not a nice sight.
This is Grange.
They don't know what Grange is.
No, some people do.
Yes, I'm trying to aim more for viewers that have just just tuned in.
But yeah, as I was saying, there are certain types of murder that maybe they can't be excused completely, but they can be excused out of being killed themselves. But I feel like there are some sort of predetermined murders where it's just ruthless killing. And I don't feel like that person will ever leave that person that they once were completely. I'm trying to think of what's safe for society. Is it safe to release them back one day? And
not the ones that have gone around and like they just want to do it out of the pure heck of it. There's no explanation for them doing it. Let them stay away.
They saw a tangerine and thought of a tangerine.
You know, if it's something like, I don't know, manslaughter, where you didn't mean it. You know, you can't just get a bullet put in your head for like, I did by accident. That's going to be a regret for the rest of my life. Now.
Exactly. And prison then becomes a place for reflection and learning to be a better person. But I think it's also, prison is all relative to where you are geographically, because prisons in America, it seems that, if anything, it's just learning to become a more ruthless criminal. And not all the prisons, but like the ones I see in the documentaries, it's like the second you go in there, you get appointed to like one
They're
table.
probably just going to the most extreme ones. They wouldn't go to like a little. They wouldn't go to like a little country town prison, where like, I know, like a Canadian prison, where everyone's really friendly with each other.
Hey buddy, hey guy.
Steve, can I borrow your newspaper?
Just about to read.
Okay.
But like, I think if there's a predetermined murderer and they're in prison for life, they're never going to leave. What's the point?
It's not.
I know it's a hypocritical standpoint to make.
Because they're going to live the rest of their life, like, probably regret it.
Yeah, and
they're stuck in there. They can't go out and kill more people, which I'd assume they'd enjoy, which you shouldn't, by the way. It's bad.
Okay, well I'll move on then. Saying, okay, let's go with the idea that there's someone in prison for life. They're killed, and let's say, I don't know, like a busload of kids or something. They're in there for life. Where would you put their privileges? Do you restrict their privileges? Do you give them a TV? What kind of food would you give them? Do you give them how much time outdoors? Do you give them?
Well, I wouldn't give it to them. You start off with the basic shit, like stuff like a bed to sleep on, which wouldn't be comfy.
A mattress.
A shitter, then porridge delivered to your door at 12 o'clock a day. 12 o'clock midday.
All walls grey, you know.
Yeah, and then like over years they've got to earn it, I reckon. They don't get given it, they got to earn it just like everyone else. But the extra hard way. So I don't know what that would mean. More shower times for you, serial killer.
Okay, I completely forgot what I was going to add. Would you put them through physical labour? Because I think it was only like 20 years ago that like
they do that. Though.
In America they still do, but I don't think they do in British prisons. I think they don't use.
In British prisons, it's just like
British prisons seem pretty like.
Imagine there would be a job centre in a prison somewhere. It's like you can still have benefits.
Like a corner shop. You know?
Yeah.
Or like a local as well.
Yeah, that's Britain for you, man. Because America always... I'm not saying Britain doesn't have the extreme shit. I imagine we get quite a lot of stuff that's like we barely know about, where it can be quite extreme.
Charlie Bronson.
But Charles Bronson.
Yeah, he was British.
Yeah, he loved prisons.
He did.
I
don't think he loved them, but you know.
I think he just enjoyed it or something. He enjoyed being in that time.
Yeah.
Stuck in prison. I watched the film.
So, okay, and also, what do you think of mental institutions? Because a lot of murderers, they often get diagnosed with, let's say, like a manic depression or schizophrenia or something. What do you think the treatment should be like in a mental institution? Because they're a killer, but at the same time, it's not their. It wasn't their like choice. They didn't kind of make.
I can't say. Because I don't know.
Yeah, it's a very controversial topic to be talking about.
That's a big word, though.
Controversial.
That's a very big word. Oh. I don't know, the way you're speaking really fast then, controversial.
Fuck yeah, I've got to slow down.
10 times differently.
Yeah, I've got to slow down.
But no, honestly, I cannot say about that, dude. Because I don't know how they would get treated in there. I haven't seen it. I've only just seen stuff in prisons.
I remember.
I don't know enough information to start chatting away.
Because I think we've all heard of A Short Flight Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, the film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did like a bit of it in psychology at A level, and like
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah.
Where
Jack
he
Nicholson.
gets like lobotomized and that.
Yeah. Spoilers.
It's an old film. Come on, you should have seen it by now.
If you know what you're doing with your life, I feel like that should be like something we say after every spoiler.
Nah, because I always heard it when someone's like that. So if someone's watching a TV show and I've heard nobody mention it, I haven't seen an advert or anything, and someone says, "Why haven't you watched this TV show? What are you doing with your life?" And I'm just there like, well, I'm sorry nobody's mentioned it or I've not seen it. I do have no life. Because I don't watch that fucking TV show.
I'm guessing you said that in your head though.
Yeah, it took me like probably 5 years to figure out, like, oh, I should have said that.
But yeah, I heard the treatment in like mental asylums. I
think if you're thinking of that film,
well,
I don't know if they would do it now.
This was about 30 years ago. I think Rosenhan's experiment was 1980s.
No idea. No.
Rosenhan, he was a famous psychologist. Him and like 8 other pseudo patients, I think, all admitted themselves into mental institutions by saying that they heard voices, and they all got admitted into mental institutions, and their only rule was don't blow your cover. So just kind of sink in with all the other diagnosed people and just take notes on like how the staff treat the patients.
Yeah.
And it came out that on quite a lot of the occasions of interaction, the nurses will often ignore the patients, or they might make jokes towards them and stuff.
Messed up.
Exactly. It's and it's a really strange.
You know why you wouldn't want to treat someone like that? It's just like, oh, excuse me, you have a job.
Yeah, exactly. You have a job. Don't just because you're working with people who can't tell on you.
Like police, man.
Yes.
Just because the law doesn't make them above the law.
So, do you think everyone who works in a job where there is the possibility of them behaving in a way that they could get away with
advantage or something?
Yeah. Do you think that they should wear cameras like police now? In America started wear like chest cameras all the time.
I reckon that's necessary.
I think it is too, because
it's necessary. Because they know what they're doing, and maybe we can cut back down on all the brutality.
Yeah, mental and physical. Ooh.
Oh man, my brain hurts. Too much justice in my
But I'm going to say something that's really going to stir opinions here.
What?
I remember reading an article a while ago, and it was like, I don't know what his illness was, but he walked up to a woman in a park and stabbed her 8 times in front of a little kid, and saw a picture in the newspaper, and it was like showing him at his mental asylum, and it was
incredibly dark, man.
Yeah, incredibly dark. Yeah, so I saw the picture of him in the paper next to this article, and it was like gets admitted into I don't know which institution it was, and there's just a picture of him, and he's kind of in a garden, he's surrounded by chickens and stuff, he's watering some plants and stuff, and I'm just thinking, it's not a bad punishment, if you will. I mean, he's killed a person, he's taken a life, and here he is just standing around some chickens, just like it's nothing. And something about that bugged me. I don't know. Is it me? Is it me that is the wrong person for getting bugged by that?
Maybe. I don't. It kind of bugged me. Last episode, we always kept saying it's always an opinion.
Exactly. We're only expressing opinions here, and some of the things I'm saying are facts, but like Rosenhan.
Well, yeah.
But whatever.
True. But what about our personal opinion about it? It's just opinion.
Now,
so for this, could you really pick if there's a right or wrong answer? Like with the whole killing thing.
Mm.
Like,
I think it's always based on the context within it to decide whether something's right or wrong. It's hard to generalise.
Oh, well, you've got your basics and that.
Mm.
For you're good from your right. So,
What do you think of in I don't know if it's like part of the Muslim faith or like just part of the legal system over in those countries in the Middle East. But if a criminal like a murderer gets convicted of murder, I don't think he even needs to get evidence for it. But the family of the victim gets to decide his punishment. What do you think of that? So let's put it into perspective. Someone kills Bailey here, okay?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be hard, at all.
I don't know.
Someone kills Bailey, and you. Oh no!
Bailey, by the way,
let's say it's a family
by the
member.
way,
Okay, let's make
Bailey
this close to the heart.
Bailey, by the way, is a non-fiction character that's sitting right beside me.
Let's make this close to the heart.
Right,
so, a member of your family.
Okay.
Okay. A member of your family gets killed.
Yeah.
You know who the murderer is.
Right.
And someone comes up to you and they say, "Right, we've got him. What do you want to do with him?" What do you do?
Straight up put him in prison.
Would you take a?
I'd be angry, but then I'd stop. I know I'd probably go to that person's grave and grab a bit of the soil and raise it to the air and scream like no! And then the ghost of that person will come to me and she'll be like, and it's like, if you kill him, he'll be part of this person, then he'll kill me again. I can't do that.
Ben, if you kill him, he wins. I don't know what that's from. It's a famous film.
I have no idea, dude. But I'd go to court. I imagine Queen Under Pressure would be playing as I walk up to the stage and I to take what I'm going to say. Wise speech, the whole world's watching. Guy goes to prison, the end. Directed and starred Gwyneth Paltrow as Ben.
Fair enough. You took the higher ground in that. You really did.
I'm a better man.
You refrained from taking any sort of hits.
I'm the Obi-Wan of the Anakin.
Yeah.
I'm on higher ground here.
You are.
I think with the whole justice system, because we're gonna have to write it up now.
We kind of touched on the justice system, but we mainly covered the moral kind of aspects of the death penalty.
Take the higher ground.
Take the higher ground, but in my opinion, don't let them back into society, because don't never trust a killer.
Yeah, don't trust a killer. I think that's the best way to put it, man. Don't trust them.
Especially not a serial killer. Oh, that's terrible.
Midnight Munch.
It's not even the right podcast.
You get the wrong one, man. Okay, yeah. So thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you learned something. I know I learned something.
What did you learn, Ben?
People can throw up a lot of chicken.
Yeah, full pieces.
Nothing to do with the justice system, but there was a fuckload of chicken there.
And on that bombshell, this has been Midnight Munch.
Fuck that. Oh.